Hello Aries, this is Leone. I've come to do your June, well, guidance reading basically. Let's see what's going on for you for the whole of the month, what lies in store, whether it's relationship, whether it's work, career, whether it's just you as a person, as an individual. But what I'm kind of getting for you guys, I am going to be using the Ruff Tarot, my very own design, and I will pull some spiritual flower cards at the very end to give you that final message as well. But I was kind of feeling 22 was coming through as well, so maybe around the 22nd. 22 might be important for a house number or something like that, maybe even a birthday, anniversary, celebration. But 22 is about foundation, stability, security. So it could be the fact that this is what's on your mind this month. Maybe things are a little bit rocky. Yeah, I just generally get that sense of feeling uncertain about a few different areas of your life. So let's just see what's going on for you. Bear with me. Okay. So first up, yeah, we've got the Nine of Wands. So this is kind of like really tired out, worn out, struggling a little bit. Barriers may be high this month as well. Some of you are either wanting to move or change direction in some kind of way, shape and form as well. This could be relationships, it could be home even. Some of you are wanting that, but you're tired. Some of you are tired of even battling, you know. This is that unsteady ground that I was talking about. Uncertainty, unsteady ground. All right. And there could be boundary issues this month as well. This could be boundaries around your home, around neighbors. It could be boundaries for yourself, for other people. This is about, yeah, those foundations. And I just feel very tired with fighting any longer. I do feel, look, you will start seeing things a lot more clearer, but there is some mind fog that's going on there a little bit as well this month. And some of you may be even struggling with your health in some kind of way as well. It just feels like everything's a struggle. It's a battle. I've got lower back problems here. I've got the knees. I've got from the lower back downwards. That's what I'm really kind of picking up on. Aches and pains here, there and everywhere. Maybe it's the stresses and strains that you're carrying as well. So it does kind of feel like you've got to really kind of focus on what's right, what's important, focus on yourselves, focus on where you're headed, where you're going, or what you want to create as well. I just feel like the barriers are up, and I do feel things are a little bit tough, a little bit of a struggle at the moment. And health could be suffering because of it as well. I'm also picking up on headaches, but as I do that, we've got the Two of Swords kind of energy coming through as well, which is at that crossroads, unable to kind of figure out where you're headed, where you're going. There may be conflict within the mind. There's certainly that trapped kind of crossroad feeling. Uncertainty, like I say, with the moon in the background there. You're not seeing things clearly at the moment. You're not, but I do feel that clarity is going to come. But you've got to lower your I don't know if this is standards. No one should ever lower their standards. I think you've always got to have high expectations. Maybe this is just disappointment as well. It could be. But this is feeling very much alone. And again, conflict within the mind. There's confusion here. I don't know if we're dealing with somebody who's really suffering with their health, and I'm talking like an older person, a really much older person. I'm talking 70s, 80s, that kind of age range, and I feel like I'm confused. It's almost like I can't get my words out here as well. So someone's really suffering with their health in some kind of way, and maybe a little bit of TLC is needed for this particular person. But I am certainly feeling lots of aches and pains and confusion, a little bit stuck, a little bit stagnant. Yeah, I certainly can't get my words out with this person. Emotions may be all over the place as well. There's lots of confusion, and there's outside noise as well that's interfering here, and it's almost like very confused. There's certainly a need to get grounded here. There's certainly a need to bring in a little bit of TLC here. This is an older male that I'm picking up on. Somebody that you either know or you care for, or something along those lines. This person could be a grumpy old neighbour even, somewhere along those lines. Yeah. Let's just see what else is going on here. We can take that confusion away. Thank you. Just watch out for neighbours. That's all I'm saying. Watch out for neighbours. There's a grumpy old man that I'm picking up on. He's got a lot of problems. He has got a lot of problems. He might be on his own as well, but he's very confused. He's very lost. That's kind of what I'm picking up on. Very lost. Let's see. With regards to yourself, again, you've got to focus on your health. That's really important, and your happiness. Some of you are confused in love as well. At this crossroads, something feels tiring, or you're tired of wanting happiness, or yeah. There feels a lot of conflict this month. A lot of conflicts, a lot of confusion, a lot of blockages, mental blockages more than anything. And it's almost like, you know, you get something given to you, or you kind of set out to the universe what you want, but it just feels like it's struggle after struggle after struggle after struggle. You kind of try to get somewhere, and then you get conflicted about what you want and where you want to go as well. You haven't got a clear mind, so you can't make the right choices and decisions. That's what it is as well. And your health is suffering because of it in some kind of way. It could be mental health, mental blockages, it could be anything, but everything that you're carrying within energy is creating imbalance within your body in some respects. And I can see that you want happiness and you want to be happy, and there could be an offer that's coming in somewhere around you, and it does feel exciting, it really does, but I just feel you're very unsure or uncertain about what you want. Yeah, and that's again clarified with the 7 of Cups, confusion, a lot going on in your head, you know, scared to make choices and decisions. And it doesn't have to be with relationships, it can be any part of your life as well, but happiness is at the center of this. But it just feels, you want some kind of freedom, you want some kind of relief or freedom here. And there's certainly a need to keep yourself grounded and really trust your intuition, but there's so much going on, and I feel depression, or with that 10 of Swords as well, this is heaviness. This is sadness within. You know, the sunshine is there, the energy is there, but you've got these dark clouds over your head and you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, and that is causing a lot of confusion. It's causing a lot of stagnation. Just feeling low. Feeling low. But I want to focus on that Page of Cups, because that's smack bang in the center. This is about happiness, wanting happiness, being on that right pathway towards happiness. All right. And this is where I feel like you're confused. You don't know what you want. You don't know what you want. You don't want to carry any more hurt and pain. You don't want to make any kind of mistakes. So you're being so cautious. And you're scared of making choices and decisions here. But that's getting you down. And we've got to get over this kind of energy, and we've got to kind of focus on what we do want and making that pathway for ourselves. And the only way you can do that is by being happy with who you are. Starting off with you, bringing in that little bit of self-love here. That's what it is. Now, again, we go back to the 9 of Wands. We have the 2 of Wands, that crossroads kind of energy. Again, crossroads, crossroads, 2, 2. Crossroads. Okay. But this is sticking strong and firm with what you want and where you want to go. The choice is yours. The choice is yours, and you do have a choice. That's what the 7 of Cups is all about. The choice is yours. But because you've got these clouds over your head, you can't see the light that's trying to come in there and give you that sense of direction. You know, and this is where your feelings and emotions are all over the place. Your energy, how you're feeling, the way you think, the way you eat, you know, every part of you is being affected by this stagnation. And happiness is at the center of this. If you want to be happy, you've got to take steps towards being happy. You've got to make your own happiness before you can expect to receive that. And I'm not saying you're expecting that, but what I'm saying is to draw that energy back in, you can take charge of this. And I know you're tired at the moment, but there's just that final hurdle of you loving yourself, and that's where we're at. And I don't feel you do love yourself, which is why all this confusion, this anxiety, low mood, low everything is kind of taking over at the moment. And this is why you're not seeing things very clearly. It's so simple. When we love ourselves, we attract the same energy. If we want to be treated a certain way, we've got to treat ourselves that way first. If you want love and to be loved, you've got to love yourself in that way as well, you know. It's a vicious cycle, I know, but when you're very much in your head and you can't see the wood for the trees, and all you're feeling is everything going wrong and people leaving and leaving you stranded, and you're carrying all that heaviness of that negativity, in that respect, you know, you will go around in circles and you will be very conflicted. One minute you want it, the next you don't. You could be very hot and cold with people as well. Put your barriers right up so nobody comes in. You don't, you know, it's, people go either way in love and relationships. They really do. For all what they've experienced, they can put that barrier up so high that they won't trust or allow anything or anyone in again. Other people may lower that to have a little peek, see what's out there, that kind of feeling. And that's what you need to do. And it's okay to feel vulnerable in the process, but again, spend time on your own to bring in that happiness. Set yourself free. Some of you could, like I say, could be wanting to move, and there's choices and options there, but it might seem impossible at the moment through whatever restrictions are around you. There's a lot going on in your head. You need to clear that energy first, and you need to put some boundaries in place for yourself so that you take charge of yourself again. Take back those reins. Okay, that obviously wanted to come out. I do feel like you're putting on this brave face around you, but the waves of emotion are kind of hitting you from every kind of angle. But this is someone who's very intuitive. Okay, very connected with spirit, with source. This could be somebody around you giving you that sense of direction as well. Maybe this is what you're kind of calling in. This is spiritual help. This is spiritual guidance, spiritual person to bring in that healing, to help you out in some kind of way. But the Page of Cups is that new person entering your life as well. So there is somebody that's waiting to step onto your pathway. But and I feel like you may even come across a male medium, a very strong intuitive male anyhow, who's going to give you some really good advice. And I think that you need to take that advice to help you out a little bit, you know. This is a very kind of, I don't know what the word is, a highly in tune person, but very colourful person, as in the characters very colourful. Very colourful. Sometimes you get black and white, literally one way or another, that kind of energy. But this is an all-rounder kind of person. This is someone that can show you or guide you into, can you see how that confusion's getting me? Seriously, that you probably already had this advice, or had some advice from a male person. You've probably had an intuitive kind of reading in some kind of way, or psychic, medium, healer, anybody of that spiritual knowledge, wisdom coming to you, who's quite well known even. You could have had that experience already, and that's left you confused, wondering what's going on or where you need to go. Or still maybe you haven't trusted your gut in some way, and you put those boundaries in place or barriers up, and you've not taken steps. You've not taken steps here, and so this is why you're still confused. This is a very confusing message, but I really hope you guys can understand this. But with the Page of Cups, like I say, there is vibrant, young, fresh energy coming in for you. There really is. You're going to get everything that you're asking for here. You really are. With that Six of Wands, this is victory, success, the right people, the right support around you. This is, you know, battles over, struggles over, that kind of feeling. There is also rewards, recognition, trophies even coming through here. This is good health returning as well. It's all of the above. It's smack bang in the middle. But there is just something you've got to release here and take steps towards releasing, to come out of confusion, to come out of stagnation. But you've got to get yourself grounded, and you've got to focus on you and start loving yourself. That is so important right now. It's not even about money here. You know, I'm not even seeing any pentacles. This is all matters of the heart. So it's to do with self-love, love, relationships around you. Here we go. Yeah. The Nine of Swords. So this is sleepless nights. This is a nightmare. This is hurt, pain, stagnation, sleepless nights, fears. You need to face your fears here. I just feel like you're this little vulnerable person. You may not be, you might not be in stature, but inside is this vulnerable person who's very much stuck in their own mind, their own head. They fear, they might even be having nightmares here, fearing the worst all the time, carrying lots of weight on their shoulders, lots of the above. And all they've got to do is act upon their intuition. You have a choice. You have a choice whether to stay in this position or move on and let go. It is tiring, it's wearing you out, and you're going around in circles. To be able to be happy, to release yourself from this heaviness, the weight of the world on your shoulders, this one step forward, two back kind of feeling. You've got to take steps in action. You've got to keep your vibrations lifted high. Remove those swords from your back, because once you do, you will see that light, and you will see that you are going to have some kind of wish fulfillment here, some form of happiness, blessing. You know, Spirit are listening. They are trying to guide you, and it will come through in dreams when you are sleeping. But this is a nightmare that keeps repeating itself time and time again. That's what I'm feeling with you. But there is a way out. And it starts with you stepping back into your own power, not allowing anything or anyone to kind of stop you or block you from moving on, moving forward in the way that you want. But you've got to clearly decide what you want as well. You've got to take control. Clearly decide. You are being blocked mentally because you're still stuck, maybe on the past here a little bit as well. Okay, but there is healing coming in. There could have been a loss around you as well that you're still healing from here as well, and that's probably kind of made you put on a brave face with that King of Cups, and it's left you kind of vulnerable on your own, unable to make choices and decisions for yourself. You feel very alone right now. This is very alone kind of energies. It really is. But that Star card is saying to me that blessings are coming in. Release all forms of judgment. Okay, surrender now. Let it go. Focus on what's important. The universe is really, really in charge here. You are going to get your happy ever after, your foundations, your stability, your security. You know, you are going to be having the life that you want here. This is celebrations, but it's also putting that energy and effort into everything that you want. This is taking steps towards happiness. You know, for those of you that are single out there, you know, the right person is waiting to step forward into your life right now. And that goes with the Page of Cups as well. You know, you can have happiness, but it starts with you. April might be important for you guys, the 4th of a month. Number 4 is obviously about foundations, boundaries, stability, security as well. But we've had 2 lots of 9, which is very nearly there. You've got to do a little bit of work to kind of overcome those final obstacles. So focus on you and you alone. Everything else will pan out for you, but you've got to take steps first. You really have. So let's see what these flower cards say for you guys. Those of you that are dealing with neighbours, like I say, there's a confused old man around you in some kind of way, shape and form as well. He's putting on a brave face, but he's very confused, a little bit lost. So just watch out for him. Just watch out for him. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Timing is of the essence. Maybe you're rushing things as well. You've got to slow down. But timing is fluid, as we know. There's no such thing, especially in the universe. It happens at the right time. Everything happens at the right time. But we have to take steps towards change. And we have to listen to our gut feelings. That spirit guiding us in that right direction. You know, and I do feel that. But you've got to keep that mind as clear as possible to receive the signs. And that's where music and lifting your vibrations comes in. It really does. And that's going to really help you kind of rise above everything that's going on at the moment. All these stresses and strains. You hold the power within to deal with everything that's going on. This is about belief. Believing in yourself, accepting everything that's gone on around you and releasing what you no longer need. Look out for the signs, okay? They are coming in. That's what I said with that Star card as well. That's just confirming everything I've said. So blessings are coming in for you, okay? Signs from Spirit are coming in left, right and centre, but you've got to get yourself grounded so you can see those signs, all right? But work on you, love you, accept you, learn to live with you. Create your own happiness, and happiness will come to you in other ways. It really will. So I'm going to leave that with you guys. I hope that helps you. I hope that makes sense. But that's what we've got for the month of June. But take care for now. Bye-bye.